I pushed the first domino. Teeter totter analogy concept. So I have a dear friend who was not a deer like as in reindeer or one that, like Bambi or nothing. I have a dear friend who was in a discussion with me one day, and we were talking together about the ups and downs in life. And this is actually what turned into this teeter totter analogy. Again, I didn't invent the wheel or this concept. You sometimes, like me, just need a reminder of shit we forget the longer we are here. Children, for some reason, are pretty pure, pretty awesome, and then as time goes, they're no longer children, and then they become adults, they become us, we forget stuff. They just have a better concept of the stuff that we're supposed to supposedly know and remember. So, picture this if you will. When I was a small child, I loved visiting the playground. It was a place that had amazing devices that were fun and educational at the same time. As a child, this place is designed for you by invisible people you'll probably never meet, the playground people. The playground people had included this one device that was so important to understand, and it was called the teeter totter. It was simple, yet fun, just like life can be. Now, if you don't know what a teeter totter is, I'll give you a second. You can Google it, DuckDuckGo it, however you want to do it. But I'll give you a basic description. It's this long plank that has an object in the middle of it that it balances on. Now, it involves two people, one on each side of the plank, and they go up and down, up and down. They do this together. The cool part of the ups and downs is they are such a representation of life. This device was a sneak peek of what was to come in my world. One day you're at the bottom while you see someone on the other end and they're up top. They're having fun, literally, and you're having fun because you did a second ago, but now not so much fun. The other one, they're up, they're high on life while you're down. And if you stay focused and patient, you'll find in a second that you will be up and you will be doing well while the other person is down. There are times after a while when the partner, maybe, might jump off the teeter totter while you're up. And then what happens to you? You come crashing down due to gravity and physics designed by our Creator. Now, sometimes the person writing on this metaphor of life with you looks just like you. Why is that? Because it is you. You often are on a teeter-totter with yourself in this journey. You may not know that, but sometimes you are. You see yourself having fun with the ups and downs. You might be teeter-tottering in a relationship, or with your career, your schooling, your self-worth, your belief system in something. Doesn't matter, but you need to understand that not every day is going to be your best day, as my wife Jamie likes to remind me often. This teeter-totter concept can get huge, or ginormous, as I like to say, if you want to take it that way. When do you in life need to better know yourself so you can deal with stuff on your own all the time? You have to know yourself better than anyone else in the universe does. So when you're trying to deal with something in life, you have to decide then if you do it on your own or do you have someone you love and trust ride the teeter-totter with you. Maybe that day they're just helping you, or maybe that day you're helping them. If you're dealing with the issue that is best suited to have yourself on the other side of the plank riding it with you, you need to remember that even you can at some point, or you want to, just get off. While the other you on the other side of the board tells you to stay on. Many people call this the inner you. Your inner you can tell you to ride the storm out. We still need to get some teeter-tottering done together. We can do this. I believe in my heart of hearts that we all have an inner spirit in each of us. Again, based on our terminology, it can be called many things. Based on religion, culture, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. If we all basically are calling it the same thing, 10 different people speaking 10 different languages are calling the thing in the room an elephant. So does it really matter what those people use for a word to describe this elephant? No, it doesn't. Thus the term the real elephant in the room. Again, this is tomato, tomato, you know what I'm saying. As a child, we seem to understand the teeter-totter concept. As we get older in life, however, we forget what we knew as a child. Now think about that. Children understand much more than we give them credit for. The longer we live life, the more we forget. Children get so much more of life in the beginning, they get more of it, they understand more of it. But as they get older and think they're smarter, they forget what got them there. They forget about the ups and downs of life. Relationships are funny. When someone says, "We are a perfect couple. We are in a 50-50 relationship on everything." My simple answer to that is this: bullshit. That sounds great in theory, but if you were truly 50-50, you wouldn't be moving. You'd be just standing still. You wouldn't have the excitement of life, the ups and the downs that go with it. Plus, if you want to believe you're in a 50-50 relationship, great. That just really means you have someone along with you in this journey and you're not alone. I get it. In reality, maybe today you want steak for dinner. Your partner in crime wants pizza. So you give them pizza tonight and they give you steak tomorrow. That can also be called a compromise. But it's still technically an up and down for you and them. Use the terminology that makes you feel better. It's all the same concept. There's nothing wrong with the ups and downs in life. Friedrich Nietzsche said something, and paraphrasing, there's lots of different ways you can say he said it, but basically what he said was, that does not kill you, makes you stronger. Nietzsche was talking about the teeter-totter concept. I personally believe, in my humble opinion, the ride never stops going on. Some think that they've had enough fun, so they just want to get off the ride. Kind of like old people when they're just ready to go. Some want the ride to end when they think it's challenging. They don't want to stay on. You might call that a suicidal person. Even as I was getting ready to hit the record button on this for you, the potential listener, I remember we get to choose who we're on the teeter-totter with every day. Keep in mind, sometimes people that you choose to teeter-totter with you, they don't like to teeter-totter the way you do. Maybe they like to go slow, up and down, up and down. Maybe you're a thrill seeker and you like to go fast. Doesn't matter. Either way, even if you choose yourself on the teeter-totter, don't give up on yourself or them for not liking the way you teeter-totter. My big point is for you to understand or remember this concept in that in which I speak of today. We don't control when we're going up and down. We don't control when it ends. We're on this magical contraption on the playground of life, and we just have to make the best of the ups and downs with someone's help and our inner self's help when need be. Only our Creator, called by many names, knows why He wants the ups and downs in our lives for all of us. After all, this is His chessboard. Regardless of how special of a piece on the board you really think you are, this is His board. This is His game.